Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you tonight, and honestly, just got done watching Monday Night Raw. It's just after midnight today, and I am more confused on what WWE is doing right now than anything else. My mind is going 100 miles an hour on everything they can do. Tonight's Monday Night Raw started out with the whole roster out there up on the stage, like we were going to have one hell of a big old battle royale. And it turns out that they're just welcoming our new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, whatever you want to call it. And then he walks out with both belts. I understood that when both belts were on on top of the ladder, suspended over the ring, that they were, signifying, Cena's belt and Orton's belt, and you had to climb up there and you had to grab them. But I thought, honestly, they were going to kill off the World Heavyweight Championship. But Orton came out there, he held both of them, and I think everyone was strategically placed upon that aisle to make their way down. And for some reason, R-Truth was standing there. It made a whole lot of sense that Mysterio was there. He's a guy that's had a whole bunch of matches with Orton. He beat Orton to win his first World Heavyweight Championship match back at WrestleMania back in the day. Mark Henry was there because every once in a while they like to make Mark Henry look like he's a figurehead former World Heavyweight Champion. Definitely Daniel Bryan, definitely John Cena. They were there all in eyes. And we had one hell of a match. The Authority. It seemed that they were on the same page as Orton, but it seems also at the same time that they're sort of booking him into bad situations, acting like they're trying to do what's best for business, putting Randy Orton in a match against the Superstar of the Year, Daniel Bryan, us getting one hell of a match for free on Monday Night Raw tonight. The only thing that sucked was basically that they put the commercial in the middle of it. But honestly, I think this was the best match they've had. Better than Night of Champions, better than Battleground. And we got our money's worth. Very, very fun stuff. Very, very good. I can't speak highly of anything else that really happened on Monday Night Raw. We got a few singles matches, we got a few tag matches, nothing that honestly really mattered, because here I am sitting 3 hours into the show, and I can remember that the Punk and the Usos fought the Shield, which didn't make any sense, because basically Punk beat the Shield 1-on-3 last night, and all of a sudden now, because it's Monday Night Raw, and now it's the next night, he needs 2 tag team partners. You had Big Show and Mysterio going up against Cody Rhodes and Goldust. The Americans guys, they had a match in there, and they fought against who the fuck did they have a match against? I don't even remember, dude. Honestly, the only thing that really mattered was this Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton match. Now, the whole match comes down to the end. Basically, the whole match was just about Bryan picking apart Randy Orton, breaking him down, and then later on in the match, when it looked like it was going to be coming down to the finish, we all know that the title wasn't going to change hands here on Monday Night Raw. Yes, it has in the past, but it wasn't going to change hands here tonight on this one. But Orton just nutshotted him. And then what makes it really weird is right after the nutshot, John Cena comes running under the ring to restore some sort of law and order back into this match, and make sure, I guess, Randy Orton didn't take advantage of Daniel Bryan laying on the floor. Now that opens up a whole new layer of windows, because I thought maybe John Cena was just saying, like, all right, all yours, because he keeps putting the guy over as the most over superstar, the guy who's worked the hardest to get to where he's at. Maybe he's actually being the nice guy, just letting him cut in line to become the new #1 contender, even though he lost his title. More than likely, I think that we're going to get some sort of a 3-way at the Royal Rumble. Maybe next week we see some sort of trouble between Bryan and Cena. Maybe everything isn't as peachy as we see it on Monday Night Raw and on Total Divas. Maybe there is some underlying thing there. Maybe there isn't the mutual respect. Maybe Cena notices that Bryan beat him, and he needs to get that win back, so maybe there is a little bit of tension between the two. Maybe Bryan's just going to bring up the fact that he's beat him in the same year, and he's not the WWE champion because he's been screwed out of this belt, and Royal Rumble is going to be his time to shine, so that way he can go on to WrestleMania and defend that belt. It's a little weird to me that they're carrying around both titles and why one of them didn't get thrown in the trash and they're just moving forward with the WWE Championship. Makes me think that somehow down the line it's going to be weird, but maybe they're going to do something like what they did with Rob Van Dam, where he'll lose a match and he loses one of the titles. The only thing with Rob Van Dam is because he got pulled over, I believe wasn't it in Cincinnati or Cleveland? I think it was the Ohio Police Department that pulled him over when he was with Sabu, and he lost. He was forced to lose the titles because he was down to the wellness policy coming down on him for smoking marijuana and getting busted in the public eye. That traffic video was the best thing that happened to that whole situation. But basically, he lost on ECW, and then he also lost on SmackDown. I don't think they lucked out and there was a pay-per-view. I think he lost him just like that. Or maybe they made him hold it until Monday Night Raw. I remember that Edge beat him for the WWE Championship. And Big Show beat him for the ECW title. But maybe they'll do a one-on-one match and maybe the only one title be on the line and the World Heavyweight Championship will get bounced out somewhere. Or maybe he'll just give it to somebody in the Authority. Maybe he'll give it to Kane. Maybe that's why Kane's hanging around. And they'll be able to have two champions again. They'll be able to support the, I don't even know, the house show number 1 and house show number 2. And instead of Raw and SmackDown house shows. But I don't know. I think if you do put that match and you have Cena and Bryan versus Orton, you have one hell of a main event. But then the only guy who's left to win the Rumble is CM Punk. I think everybody sort of has in their mind that Orton versus Punk is going to be at Mania. And just because it is the championship match doesn't mean it has to be the main event. So certainly, hopefully, we can move towards Hogan versus Cena, or Cena versus Taker, or Taker versus Brock. There's 1,000 things that could work out. We're just going to see where it goes from here. But it's like, I want it now. Peace out, everybody. Have fun.